All right, so I got some free meat. Sorry for the background noise. Got my dishwasher running. It's right here. But kind of as people ask me like, hey, how do I cook this or whatever. So I go to a seminary. A lot of guys don't know how to cook. Sometimes it's the first time out on their own. Even in college, they don't get fed all the time. So the chili recipe that I do, I thought I'd share. I think it's pretty good. And some of it too, we have a couple guys from different parts of the world. One of them was actually a former Catholic priest. They actually had people cooking for them all the time. But, so what I started out with is 2 pounds of ground meat. Waiting for the preview. So I've got a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground venison. You could do this with all ground beef. That would work fine. As far as spices go, let's see. What all do I have? So, I'm going to try and get this in the right order. So, chili powder is 2 tablespoons. Get that a little bit closer. Teaspoons of the littler ones, I have oregano and cumin. And you could do regular salt. So I did some Lowry's, just to get a little bit more flavor in there. So this will be the kind of the base start of it. Other things that you're gonna need are 2 cans of beans. So I've got 2 of those. I do a Hunt's, well, just a fire roasted diced tomato. And then for a little bit of spiciness or a little bit more, I do Rotel. You could just do 2 things Rotel. If I don't do garlic powder in the dry mix, I'll actually do a little bit of minced garlic. Yeah, that's still good. And then if I still need a little bit more tomato flavor or a little bit thickener, I'll do some paste as well. That is kind of is a last needs sort of thing. So I'm gonna sit. First thing I do is I brown the meat. And this stove sucks, if you couldn't tell. And I wish I had a better view for you. I cannot find my tripod, and my oven hood is so greasy from the previous tenant here, and I haven't had a chance to clean it good. Oh, that needs cleaned really bad. So I'm gonna sit and start kind of breaking this stuff down. And I've got it kind of on a medium heat. Let's just break it down as much as I can. And I'm not in a huge apartment, so that's why the mess behind me. All the kitchen stuff goes to the kitchen. All the office stuff goes to the office. Or wherever I'm working on stuff. If you go to school with me, say hi. I don't bite. Normally when I'm doing this, I do this with music going. Unfortunately, due to everyone's policies on music right now, it's a little hard to keep myself entertained. And I sing so poorly, the only way I can carry a tune is if I put a hymnal in a bucket. I'm kind of chopping this up, not super crazy small enough to, you know, get 3-4 pieces in a bite. And if you're like me, you can also get, I've got some shredded cheese I'm going to add in, kind of as a final garnish. This rug is really slippery that I'm standing on. a lot of meat for this pan. Might be a little bit too much meat for it. So we'll let that cook a little bit. I'm gonna start mixing in. I pre-measured all my ingredients just so I can do one of these, dump it in, and it's ready to go. Turn this up a little bit. Now I'm just gonna start incorporating that, kind of squishing the meat around, breaking the big chunks down. And it's starting to break down pretty good. The meat's starting to cook, but it's a lot of meat for what it is. You can see I'm not being overly careful with it. You know, it's going. So I'm kind of flipping it, push it down. It smells kind of like taco meat. It's probably a lot of the same seasonings. And you could also get the little packets from the store with the seasoning, but with the cheapness of these seasonings, a couple bucks each. Nothing crazy. Nothing to break the bank. So for me, the venison was free, so a big thank you to Brett for supplying it. I don't know if that's done running or not yet. We'll find out together. Yeah, it sounds like it's trying to drain. It's getting the meat down to the chili consistency. So I'm kind of moving it around, trying to break it up. If I see a big chunk, I'll do that, kind of take care of it. Because you don't want big chunks of just hamburger. If this was, whatchamacallit? What's that stuff called? Like stew meat. I would do a bigger one, but it's not stew meat. So I'm actually going to open my garlic and have it ready. And I'm just going to use 2 of these little guys. Oh, I forgot to take the safety seal off. That's awesome. Speak amongst yourselves quickly. All right. All right. Give this a good toss around. The fat's starting to render out. I actually don't know how many servings this makes. I know for me it makes about 8. So I'll have about 8 meals out of it. Might not have one now. If I paid attention to what I was doing. Did less talking. It's about halfway cooked for the meat. So I'm going to take 2 pretty good size things of garlic, let it drain out a little bit. I don't know what this is. This might just be packed in water. Doesn't say. Garlic and water. But nothing's exact. Let's say you want less garlic or you're going to a function with a hot date. Use less. It's October as I'm filming this, 2022. Mixing it up. And I'm still seeing a little, I don't know if it's raw hamburger or raw meat or undercooked meat. I don't know yet because of all the spices. Oh yeah, this is, so I'm gonna try and pick you up. This is about what you want. It's nothing crazy big meat chunk wise, but it's not nothing. Whoopsie. Oh, that's why. Sorry if I'm making you guys sick. Sorry for also cutting my head off. I didn't realize I did that, but where I wanted to put the camera and where I had to put the camera is a slightly different spot. Wanted you on top of the vent hood, but I'm a little close for these cameras, or maybe I'm perfectly far away. I don't know. They don't have a zoom out feature, at least that I'm aware of, and I don't want to stop recording to see. So I'm gonna say this is pretty much cooked meat. Do that. I didn't pre-open my cans, so I'm gonna do that quick. If I was smart, I would have done that. If you have a good can opener, you can do it really quick. And you're seeing me do this pretty much real time. You know, it's not a ton of prep. But on top of this, it's going to take about an hour before I can eat. Oh, maybe I don't like those beans as much as I was hoping. I got cheap beans. That might bite me. It might be biting me. So these are, yeah, I gotta get a fork or something. I thought I had another spoon. Scraper. So preferably you get better beans than I got. Oh, it's just the fat cap. Okay. This is just a rubber scraper. I'm just trying to get all the stuff out of there. So this is just a fat cap on top from when they made the beans, which is fine. A little bit of fat never hurt you one. I think some of your vitamins actually require you to have fat when you take them. That's just all the ingredients kind of shoved into a pot. Running out of counter space, so I'm doing this. I'm going to try and mix it up, and I'm just kind of folding in all the stuff that you see. So I'm not seeing, I'm just trying to make it so I don't see big pockets of one thing or another. And kind of looking at this, it's doing all right. And I'm just going down the sides, kind of scraping them down, scraping through the middle. Don't want any spots to really get too hot or do anything weird. So that's kind of making chili. Browned the meat, added the spices, added the garlic, added all the the beans and tomatoes and all that stuff. So now I'm gonna crank this up on high so I don't burn you guys. Put a lid on it until it boils and gets bubbling pretty good, and do a first taste, and it'll be about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour from here. So it's about an hour and a half is what it takes me to make a thing. I'll sit and clean up and keep talking to you guys for a bit. And this is only one way to do it. You could get a ton more stuff if you wanted. Where's the garlic? I want that up front. Okay. Try to do dishes as I go. I can hear this bubbling away. Starting to. It's on the bottom. So this is the big burner, the big front right burner that everything would normally use. But yeah, if you're living on an off-campus apartment, or if you're planning on it, simple set of T-falls, get them at Target. Simple set of, just get the sets. Measuring cups, measuring spoons, kitchen timer. Actually, kitchen timer. What do I do? 40. Let's do 45. Keep that thing kind of going. Just got an air fryer. Don't know how it works yet. Haven't tried it. But otherwise, a toaster oven. I'm gonna tip you guys up a bit. Whoa, don't tip over. Okay. So that looks good. And I'll sit and put this whole thing down below as well, if I remember. Oh. That back on. This can go away. As it's cooking, I try and clean up, try and keep it a little bit cleaner. Not looking like this monstrosity behind me. Sometimes you think you need stuff, and you do. Other times, you look at it and go, why? I'm also in the process of charging batteries, so I'm trying to just kind of maximize my time, get as much stuff done as I can. So I'd say if you can, get some rechargeable batteries. Some of the new lithium ones are excellent. I'm still running nickel metal hydride, and they work okay, but they're not great. Sit and plug the rest of these batteries in off camera. Because I don't remember if they work, or if they're dead, or what. Well, they're all taking a charge, so they probably needed it. It's not quite simmering fast enough for me. I'm just gonna take a quick gander through. I mean, it's going to be a little bit soupy. Take you guys up. So this is kind of what it looks like. I prefer the bigger chunks of tomato. That's a big chunk of meat, whatever. Beans are in. It smells good. And for me, that's a big thing, is if it doesn't smell good, I don't want to eat it. And this is also a recipe that I've adapted from another recipe that kind of people always poo-poo. Whoops. And I'm just rinsing those out just so it's not stinking up my trash. I just took it out, and these might be here for a few days, up to a week or two. Just depends on how fast it goes. So, because my apartment is not ADA compliant, so even though I'm on the second floor, it's 3 flights of stairs down, but I'd have to go, and then 3 flights of stairs back up. And I'm fat and lazy. Whoopsie. I don't even know if this footage is going to turn out. I might post it anyways, just as a good reference. Normally I'm sitting here playing music, kind of miss it. So it doesn't look like I need it. I'm going to put it back in the pantry. So we're 20 minutes into this, and it's, you know, we've got 40 minutes left. It takes about an hour total, give or take a little bit. So this is something that I normally make once or, you know, occasionally, not a ton. And these, they were dry. Well, they're kind of coated, and it's the second or third time I've used them. I'll throw those in water as well. Today is a Sunday. It's usually the day that I kind of cook and get ready for the week. So I took one of Ree Drummond's recipes, kind of modified it, kind of made it my own. Because some of the stuff that she uses I don't have, and some of the stuff that she uses I also don't like. Wow, this dishwasher takes forever. Oh well, it was cheap. Because and it came with the apartment, so whoopsie. A little bit of water. It's really starting to boil now. So every couple minutes I just kind of, I'll skim the sides, skim the bottom, try and get it kind of so it's not sticking. Even though it's a non-stick thing, it can still stick. Or burn, or just taste bad. Try and make this entertaining for you guys as well. But that's all it is. I'll try and, if I remember, I'll come back, get a finished shot of this. It's going to be 40 minutes. So there's no point in me babbling. So I'll see you in about 40 minutes. So kind of something I thought of. I took the glass lid off that I was using. I'm using one of these little wire ones on top of it. But it's bubbling away. It's got to thicken a little bit more, but we're getting there slowly. So give it a stir. Check it in another 5 minutes. But it's starting to get up to temp. You can definitely tell. It's going to be very garlic heavy. I just realized that. That's all right though. So cover that back up, and I'm going to wait 5 more minutes. All right, the timer just went off. I switched over to a wire screen just so that you could get some of the excess moisture. Then I put a glass lid on it. It's going to be here a little bit. But, pull you guys overhead. Still steaming. It started out all the way up here. It's down about an inch or so. And it's nice and solid, ready to be served. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. I haven't tasted it yet. You can always add spices as you need to. It's $2.35. I've got someone coming at 3. But it's a good fall dish. It's an easy dish to make. You know, you just kind of throw everything, you know, brown the meat, throw everything together, mix it all together, let it cook down. So once it hit that point, I just shut it off. It took about, I don't know, about an hour total, give or take. 45 minutes to cook plus whatever the previous thing was. So it's not hard. And I think it's something like this, it's really easy. This will be 7-8 meals for myself. I think it's helpful. But we'll see you the next time I decide to do this. If you guys like it, let me know. Or if you have, you know, questions on how to do something else and I know how to do it, I'll try and share it. That might not be possible for a while, but we can find out together. And please share this, you know, especially with people learning to cook. I think chili is a super easy thing to do. It's super, you know, it's very flexible. There's not a good, you can screw it up, but it's not like you're gonna screw it up majorly. Maybe I'll do a steak next time. Show you kind of how I do it, especially in a place that doesn't have grills close by. Doing it on a grill is way different. I've got a smokeless grill. Maybe I'll sit and show you guys how to do that or something. But until next time, you know, enjoy some. Hopefully you guys try this. Enjoy some chili, and have a good rest of the week.